Might have a problem with the wagon. Well, something might be screwed up in the engine. I took it for a cruise and the temperature gauge was about 190. It was under 200. I got it back to the house, but beforehand I noticed at idle it had no oil pressure. Hot idle, no oil pressure. And this was about an hour ago. The engine doesn't knock, doesn't make any racket. I checked to make sure the line wasn't kinked, and I replaced that junk nylon oil pressure feed line with copper. And I checked to make sure it wasn't kinked anywhere. No kinks. So it's been sitting about an hour. Obviously you could see it's about 165 degrees. But as I got it back here, it had no oil pressure and it did not want to start. Like the starter acted like it was heat soaked real bad. Just, you know, like the ignition timing was way advanced and it wasn't. So obviously it's cooled down. I want to see what it does. Alright, so it worked pretty good, fired right up. But you give it the rev, and she'll climb. Maybe it's just me, you know, it is a really hot, muggy day. I pulled the oil fill cap off and looked inside, you know, with the rocker arms and everything, and there was plenty of oil. It was pooling up in the bottom, like under the rocker perches where the valve seats, the valve spring cups and seats are, whatever you call it. You know what I mean? You look inside the valve cover and there's a pool of oil and you can see it flowing. So she's got oil, but it kind of concerns me. Maybe the temperature gauge is bad. Maybe the thing was over 8 and I just didn't know it. Give it the old little rev action here, and I mean it quickly falls off. It's at about 15 psi. Some will argue that's not enough, but I remember the 1,000 RPM per 10 psi rule. So at 15 psi at idle, you know, it's not great. I'd like to see 20, 25. I mean, it could be an oil pump issue. Who knows? But the engine doesn't knock. It's quiet. So here's a little update, and hopefully nothing's wrong with the motor. If there is, I'm not fixing it. I got a 5.3 I'll throw in this turd. I'll see you guys.